Hello everyone and welcome back to another Behind the Design! Woo, it's been a while. Like the title describes, in this episode I'll be analyzing the designs and colors of our beloved Kahunas and Elite Four members. As any Behind the Design, these analyses are solely speculation and theories. They aren't facts provided by Game Freak. Also, Alola is not going to be here because she already appeared on part 2. Let's start off with the first Kahuna that was presented to us, Halo's grandfather, Holo. Holo is an old and jolly character with a go-getting perseverance and strong personality. It's kinda hard not to like this guy, honestly. He emanates a strong and revitalizing energy, making the player want to get stronger and just show him our progress throughout our adventures. Holo is a strong old man who has white hair tied in a ponytail similar to his grandson Hao, a fluffy mustache, and thick eyebrows. Holo and Hao are really alike. It's kind of funny to see how much the two look similar to each other and how they interact. Holo wears a blue shirt under his yellow jacket with a flower pattern, a shirt tied in a knot that's holding a red and white fan. He also wears white shorts and white and blue flip-flops. One thing that stood out to me is that even though Holo is from Alola, his style is more reminiscent of a Japanese style. More specifically, for me at least, is the happy. Even though this clothing is usually worn in festivals. The way he wears the jacket and a cloth knot in his belly, it just screams happy to me. Actually, when you think about it, technically when you battle Holo, it's considered a ceremony or a festival. So maybe with this concept, Game Freak decided that the happy would be a good wear for Holo. Who knows, it does make sense. Even his normal poses and gestures seem Japanese to me, especially his fighting stance, reminding a bit of the sumo wrestlers, not counting the fact that Holo is rather chub, and he also wears sandals. But a thing to mention, even if this jacket resembles a happy, it still has the flower patterns, which is a staple in the Hawaiian fashion. This is actually all I could gather and find regarding Holo's design. Next up, the colors on his garment, which is comprised of yellow, blue, and white. Yellow is the color of happiness, positivity, clarity, energy, optimism, honor, and loyalty. Yellow can also build confidence and increase muscle energy. Holo is a ray of sunshine. So this color is also a good indicator of Holo's more happy and confident side of his personality. The muscle part is also funny, since he's a fighting type trainer. Now for blue. Blue represents trust, sincerity, wisdom, stability, and intelligence. It can also communicate significance, importance, and confidence without creating somber or sinister feelings. The color blue has positive effects on the mind and the body. Finally, white. White is an inherently positive color. It's associated with goodness, understanding, possibility, humility, sincerity, protection, and softness. You thought I was forgetting something? But you can't hide a red fan from us, Holo. Red is associated with the meanings of love, passion, joy, strength, leadership, courage, vigor, willpower, radiance, and determination. With this, I can say that Holo's colors describe every inch of his personality, and maybe a tad bit more. Honestly, this made me like Holo a little bit more. He really is a nice guy to be around. Now, preach people! The next character is going to be the queen of Akala Island. Olivia. I know the she's hot jokes, but I just can't disagree. She's just so pretty and attractive and lovely. I like her so much. I'm going out of track, sorry. According to some wikis, they say that Olivia has brown eyes and black hair. However, by doing some search on the colors and comparing those colors to others, Olivia's eyes aren't brown and her hair is not black. Both of her eyes and hair are dark blue, very desaturated. Just to keep that clear, her hair is more similar to dark blue than to any black or any brown. Also, her hair reaches her shoulders. She has pink crystal earrings and a crystal necklace, and a crystal ornament on her right hip. Light pink lipstick and has a teal nail polish. She wears a light pink midriff top and desaturated magenta shorts with light pink sandal heels. She wears many accessories around both ankles and equal amount of bracelets on her left arm. Olivia, being a rock-type trainer, has a lot of those elements in her clothing, from normal pebbles to the more refined and colorful crystals. Olivia's dialogue is very interesting. She really resonates with the rock types, despite her personality being the opposite of rough and sturdy. She even admits it herself. The rock type, it's hard, sturdy, rugged and physically strong. So nothing like me at all. I guess opposites really do attract. I couldn't really find a reason for her skimpy clothing, only the fact that she lives in Alola and the weather is usually hot. For the colors, Olivia has both pink and magenta. Pink is a delicate color that means sweet, nice, playful, cute, romantic, charming, feminine, and tenderness. Pink represents romance and charm, while hot pink, which can be considered as a shade of magenta, is used to communicate playfulness, while light pink is used to communicate tenderness. Magenta represents universal love at its highest level. It promotes compassion, kindness, and cooperation, and encourages a sense of self-respect and contentment in those who use it. The color magenta is a color of cheerfulness, happiness, contentment, and appreciation for what you have acquired and achieved. These two remind me of Olivia, really wanting to have and find her soulmate, but she doesn't get sad or frustrated. She simply accepts, tries to cope with it in a positive light. Also, despite Olivia having pink-related colors as her main clothing choice, it does describe her really well, from her strong and feminine structure and attitude to her overall personality and charisma. But before going to the next character, Olivia also has some gems with a teal color, and in the anime she wears a beige jacket. Teal is unconventional. It appreciates those things that are a little bit different. They value their uniqueness and they don't wish to just fit in the crowd. Those who wear teal are also probably open-minded. They like to keep their options open and they don't judge situations and people quickly. This is shown in Olivia's behavior towards Hao, where she doesn't judge him or compare him to Hala, wanting to see him show his true colors and use his tactics and attitudes in battle instead of following and wanting to be like Hala. Here's the dialogue. You're just Hao, right? And what's wrong with that? Who cares if you're Hala's grandson? Now show me what Hao can do. And lastly, beige. This is only seen in the anime. It can symbolize dependability, conservative, and flexible attributes. It also focuses on the basic things in life, such as simple comforts, friends and family, friendliness, welcoming, and to help the others. All the colors that Olivia wears, even if it's minimal, adds a bit more depth to her simple and approachable personality. Now, for another possible fan favorite. At least I've seen a lot of people drawing and liking Nano. I guess he has a relatable mood, since he's a rather gloomy and cynical character who rarely sees the brighter side of things and being a crazy cat gentleman. Nano is the kahuna of Ula Ula and the uncle of Acerola. Nano is an older man with grey hair, red eyes, and thick black eyebrows. Damn! He also wears a burgundy shirt with a black jacket on it that has 2 yellow emblems on the sides, since he's technically a police officer. He wears long black pants with sandals and is also seen wearing a necklace with the Darkinium Z. If we search to see the police officers in Alola, they wear the same outfit as Nano, but a bit more formally and well presented, to show that they take their job seriously, unlike Nano that wears it in a more casual way. Especially with these sandals, nothing screams more casual than those. Look at them! Black is associated with power, fear, mystery, strength, and authority. The color black relates to the hidden, the secretive, and the unknown, and as a result, it creates an air of mystery. It keeps things bottled up inside, hidden from the world. Black is intimidating, unfriendly, and unapproachable because of the power it exudes. Black may also absorb negative energy. People who like black may be conventional, conservative, and serious. Boy, Nano needs to change the color of his uniform. God damn, he invokes all these elements by just looking at him and his behavior in the game. So dark and edgy. For Burgundy is seen as a more serious than lighter shades of red and lacks a sense of fun, light energy that shades like pink have. Burgundy can be viewed as a color indicating more power. The combination of its seriousness and powerful energy give it a sense of high ambition. Therefore, people who are trying to display their power may use Burgundy as a way to show these traits. This may be a subtle way of Nano portraying his power and authority for being a police officer, and especially a kahuna, which weighs heavily upon the Ula Ula Highland. Nano is probably the most different and unexpected kahuna, a negative, grumpy man that doesn't care much for his duties, a character that's an opposite of Nano. It's our next kahuna, Appu. Despite looking like a child, she is very mature and has a strong sense of justice and hard work. Totally the opposite of Nano, in my opinion, of course. Appu is a young girl with grey eyes, black hair, and grey gloves. She wears a khaki outfit with purple kneecaps, black boots, and a purple bonnet. Bonnet? This! Also, she has a purple bag around her waist. Appu's clothes is a mix of 19th century bonnets, which were also used by many women and children, and her full suit reminds me the ones that construction workers and some plumbers use. This choice of contrasting assets is probably to show how young Appu is, and also how hardworking she really is. The black boots and gloves are more for an agriculture addiction to her character, since she works in a small farm. So, Appu's most prominent colors are brown and indigo. Brown stands for her ground typing choice and work in the fields, but it can also mean wholesomeness, reliability, security, foundations, warmth, and honesty. The color brown is also a serious, down-to-earth color signifying stability, structure, and support. It has a keen sense of duty and responsibility. Brown takes its obligations very seriously, just like our little Appu. It encourages a strong need for security and a sense of belonging, with family and friends being of utmost importance. All these characteristics are shown throughout the game, from the beginning when she protects a Drifloon, becomes a Kahuna and takes her responsibilities very seriously, but continuing to care for everyone around her. She has a friendly and supportive personality. There isn't much to add to support these characteristics because if you play the game, you know this represents her to the core. The other color provided by Appu's clothes is already mentioned, indigo. The color indigo is the color of intuition and perception. It promotes deep concentration during times of introspection. Service to humanity is one of the strengths of the color indigo. Powerful and dignified, indigo conveys integrity and deep sincerity. Wow, Appu is really sincere, and if you think about it, yeah, she is. The color meaning of indigo reflects great devotion, wisdom, and justice, along with fairness and impartiality. It is a defender of people's rights to the end, even being able to harm those who make and promote evil. Indigo loves rituals and traditions, conforming to things that have worked in the past while planning for the future. Indigo can be narrow-minded, intolerant, and prejudiced. This is seen more in the anime, honestly, where she doesn't believe in Ash, and even after discovering her misjudgment, she still refused to listen to Ash. We once again see that the game and anime have different portraits of certain characters, adding more and deeper thoughts on their personalities and ties their colors better. In the game, brown is the predominant personality trait per se, while in the anime, initially Appu has a lot of her stubbornness and beliefs tied to indigo. Now, on to the next character. Kahili. This girl is a big mystery. You have no clue on who she is, and even speaking to her, she just seems like a random important character due to her strange design. Kahili has light bluish white hair shaped like a swan's wings, with a big thick top hair, also known as a cowlick. Who made this name up though? The hell? Cowlick? Ugh. Well, never mind. Her eyes are light blue and has a mole near her left eye. Kahili wears a sky blue visor with a tiny orange patch, shaped as a feather. Her polo is a light grey blue with sky blue stripes, matching her hat, with 2 blue buttons. She also wears a sky blue miniskirt with an orange shoes resembling sandals and orange sport knee socks. In addition, Kahili's golf club is black and it has orange and yellow colored handle, resembling a toucan's beak. Despite her clothes looking a bit strange for the West culture, it is widely used by women who play golf in Eastern culture. So overall, her outfit is a part to her job and love for golf. However, in the games, we don't know much about her except that she appears to be prim and having high standards, always training and improving her golfing and battling skills. So maybe her color may add some personality to her character? So let's see. Blue, orange and white are the main colors that pop up when we look at her. Blue represents the sky and is associated with open spaces, freedom, intuition, expansiveness, and inspiration. This color is also sincere, reserved, and quiet, and doesn't like to make a fuss or draw attention and likes to do things in its own way. The color blue has positive effects on the mind and the body. As the color of the spirit, it invokes rest, calm, and exudes feelings of tranquility. However, too much blue can create feelings of sadness, self-righteousness, and self-centeredness. In terms of Kahili's calm and rigid nature, Blue couldn't have described it better. In the anime, she shows a more sensitive and insecure side where she loses her will to play golf due to a bad luck strike. But in the end, she regains her confidence. However, in the games, she seems more confident, reserved, and does things in her own way. She just exudes a strong personality that never falls and backs down. Well, that's what I feel at least when I battle her. Don't know about you guys. Orange is associated with meanings of joy, enthusiasm, success, encouragement, determination, health, enjoyment, balance, freedom, and fascination. It's a color that inspires physical confidence, competition, and independence. At the same time, it encourages self-respect and respect to others. Those inspired by orange are always on the go. Orange will help a person recover from disappointment and a wounded heart, or a blow to one's pride. Again, like I said before, this is also a part of Kahili's personality. The feeling that I had that she never backs down and is always there, always battling, always golfing. This just feels like her. It's kind of funny, but this is how much the colors can represent a character, even if it's not on purpose. But this seems just so on purpose. In regards of white, there is not really much, because again, almost every character seems to have anything related to white. But I guess in Kahili's personality, I think it's more of a coolness and simplicity type of personality. As well in the anime, she being a little more innocent, and she seems more soft as well. So I guess that white is more in regards of those things, even though I think for her personality specifically, blue and orange, it's just it.
And finally, ending off with the adorable and strange looking Mileena. Mileena has 3 layered hairs, like 3 scoops of ice cream, the bottom one being dark colored, the middle one brown, and the top being light colored. All of them are brownish blonde. His eyes are colored gray. He wears a blue jacket with red stripes around his forearms, a light blue colored shirt with 2 stripes tied in a knot, dark brown pants and gray shoes. He also has hexagon-shaped glasses with gray frames. Mileena's clothes are very casual and simple. He's just walking around doing nerd stuff and having a blast. Good times. In terms of personality, Mileena is seen as a calm and caring character. Blue represents trust, loyalty, sincerity, wisdom, confidence, stability, intelligence, and responsibility. This color is sincere, reserved, and quiet. Doesn't like to make a fuss or draw attention. It reduces stress, creating a sense of calmness, relaxation, and order. From a color psychology perspective, blue is reliable and responsible. You can rely on it to take control and do the right thing in difficult times. In the meaning of colors, blue relates to one-to-one communication, especially communication using the voice, speaking the truth through verbal expression. It is the teacher, the public speaker. No wonder Mileena didn't give 2 shits and gave us Cuckoo's mask. He only speaks the truth. Blue is the helper, the rescuer, the friend in need. Its success is defined by the quality and quantity of his relationships. It is a giver, not a taker. It likes to build strong, trusting relationships. This is seen more in detail in the anime and manga, where he helps Kukui keep his secret from everyone at all costs, ended up being tied up by Team Rocket and helping the civilians escape the Ultra Beast in the manga. Now, on to brown. It is the color of wholesomeness, reliability, security, healing, and honesty. Which is sometimes considered dull, like what most people feel about Mileena, honestly. He's just that friendly dude, you know. However, brown also represents steadfastness, simplicity, friendliness, and dependability. There isn't much more than brown can add to Mileena's personality, but it does make him as sweet as brown sugar. Again, this is Mileena's main color that I think it fits him the most. He has some tints of red, but his personality is just so calm and simple, like the attributes that brown and blue gives to him. So I think that's where we are gonna draw the line on. These colors are this boy. That's it. No more, no less, okay? So, you managed to see this video till the end! Bravo! Actually, if you did, thank you so much. You managed to listen to me talk about colors and characters till the end. You must be wondering, is this a finale? It is. I was thinking of doing another episode, but this takes so long. My brain is deceased. cannot make any more of this. So, again, this series for Behind the Design Alola, the Alola edition, it's closed right now. However, I may be doing these in the future, but only a specific character at a time. So if you guys by any chance want to request a specific character for me to talk about, leave a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for supporting this series. I know they took way too long than they should. So I wish you a wholesome day and stay tuned, my friends.